Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Commander's Forge. My name is Andy Bentley, and the Forge is an area for me to talk about magic, Commander, and anything else that I really want to. Now, this week's episode, we are going to start with a small little announcement to something that's going to be ending for the most part. And that is my Commander stream. Unfortunately, between me and my co-host, Nate, we're both super busy right now. He's in the midst of getting ready to move. I'm just trying to keep my bills under control. And if I'm being perfectly honest, it's just a struggle for me to find people that actually want to play on the stream. So, I don't know. The stream may continue at some point, but for now, I think it's just on a semi-permanent hiatus, and we'll go from there. Yeah. With that said, I am indeed exhausted. I've been working so many extra hours and just kind of destroying everything between my body and my mind. But the goal is to pay off the car by the end of the year and then save up enough money for a down payment on a newer car before I have to get the new inspection, which gives me until July of next year. So that's the plan, and that is where a majority of my money is going to be going. Alright. But on to more fun matters. The 2022 Commander Sealed is coming up. Oh man, in 2 weeks? That's just, in 2 weeks. And last I knew, they had 4 tickets left. At this point, that means they're probably gone. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I know I'm not going to be able to bring some of the stuff I was hoping to because I just have had no money. That being, I was going to order some more of my custom playmats and stuff, but I did not have the time or the money. That's it. It is going to be a lot of fun. There is other stuff you can do without actually playing in the sealed. And I kind of think that's going to be it for this part because, again, I am exhausted. So, I'll be right back. I just want to take a minute to tell you about my Patreon. I know times are hard for everybody, and I know it isn't easy to shuffle around bills and stuff. Believe me, I know that. But if you would like to help support the podcast, you can find the links to my Patreon in my link tree, which is always put into the description of either the video or the audio, wherever you're listening to it. It would really mean the world to me. Honestly, I'm just struggling to make ends meet most weeks. But that's it. That's all. If you want to help, the links will be where you can find them. And welcome back. Now, the weekend this is coming out, and based on the day that I'm recording, this Friday was Prelease. Now, my normal partner for Two-Headed Giant was unfortunately going to be busy, and that's my cousin Nate. But another one of our friends was interested in going. His name's Matt. So we ended up partnering up, and we opened all of our stuff, and I was honestly struggling to figure out what I wanted to do. So at first I thought, well, I can go red-green because we pulled 2 of the Rada Coalition Warlords. She's 2, a red and a green for a 3/3 elf warrior. She has domain. Whenever she becomes tapped, another target creature you control gets +X/+X to end a turn, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. But then I was like, well, I can do green-white because I got Jaro Janin, Scion of Ephra, 3 green-white for a 4/4 cat warrior. It also has domain. Whenever he becomes tapped, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with toughness less than the number of basic land types among lands you control. And I also pulled King Darien. I think we agreed it's the 48th, which is 1 green-white for a 2/3 human soldier. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. And then for 3, a green and a white, you can put a +1/+1 counter on him and make a 1/1 soldier creature token. You can sacrifice King Darien. Creature tokens you control gain hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. And then, looking at those cards, I kind of formed the idea of, let's play a really greedy mana base. Let's play Naya. But then I had the thought to splash blue for 1 card. Well, 1 card that we had 2 of. Which is Nail, Evazoa Aeronaut. 2, a green and a blue for a 2/4 elf scout with flying. She has domain, so whenever she deals combat damage to a player, you look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Put up to 1 of them on top of your library, and the rest on the bottom in a random order. If there are 5 basic land types among lands you control, draw a card. So, thus began the odd deck construction of a 4-color deck running a 5-color mana base. Now, I will say, the majority of the deck is green and white, and hinges on playing a lot of cheap creatures, and the mana base did reflect that. But we had 2 Quirion Beast Callers, which are 1 and a green for a 2/2 Dryad Warrior, and whenever you cast a creature spell, you put a counter on it, and then whenever it dies, you can distribute the counters to any number of creatures you control. It just it seemed like, even in the 1 game we did lose, my deck did the thing it was supposed to almost every game. Whereas my partner's deck was a Esper deck that was splashing the white. He either never hit the white or hit nothing but the white. So it was weird. Now, the thing that did allow us to kind of do the 5-color mana base are the new dual lands. And honestly, I don't hate them. I keep hearing people online saying they're like as bad as Guild Gates, but they're not. They're fetchable. Yeah. So through just them, because they're common and everywhere, I had 2 of the Wooded Ridge lines, which are the Mountain Forest. I had a Radiant Grove, which was the Forest Plains. I had a Tangled Islet, which is the Forest Island. And I had the Haunted Mire, which was the Swamp Forest. Now, the Haunted Mire was the only swamp black source in the deck, and the only way I rationalized having it is that it is also a green source. So, yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun, and I do think the set is going to bring a lot of fun to Commander, even if I'm not inspired to build a ton of them. There is places I want to put them. But right now, the one I'm looking at is Baird Argivian Recruiter for a red and a white. He's a 2/2 human soldier. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power greater than its base power, create a 1/1 soldier creature token. So I might give the old red-white soldiers a try again, because I can never seem to get it to work right. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this week. It's going to be a short one, mostly because I'm exhausted. Yeah. I guess I'll see you next time. Thank you for listening. All of my links can be found in my link tree in the description below. I would like to thank Ian Foss and Cody Mulpey of the band The Crypt for allowing me to use music for my opening and ending, along with Nate and Erica Jacobs for making my original logo. And I would also like to thank Christina McNichol for creating my new logo. And I'll see you next time.